Shine had lost to Fred. I mean, Shine had lost to JC a bunch of times. Yeah. But what I was saying was like they done played each other.
Hold on, hey.
No, yesterday or some shit. Yeah.
But what I was saying, Crop. What I was saying,
playoff game too,
Crop. But what I was saying, Ferg didn't beat Shine a bunch of times. Shine ain't never did nothing like that. So Shine kicked. But what it was, he kicked Ferg out of his league. I'm like, that don't make sense. This nigga lost. He done lost before. But now I see it was all that extra in the game. That's what it was. And it was a playoff game. Because he knew Ferg was gonna rub that one in. I'm like, oh, it was a playoff. The shit lagged out, and then y'all niggas played another half and picked up another half. Like, nah, that ain't gonna work.
What I told the nigga Rick was that we was going into halftime when he cut it off. You know what I mean? Like 4-5 seconds before halftime when he cut it off. I told him, I said we could just take it right back to halftime and make the score exactly how it was. You know what I mean? He's like, yeah, that nigga ain't do that shit though. I let that nigga score, which he never scored. The nigga had 2 field goals.
At Ford Field in Detroit. Ahead will decide the second entrant to next NFC title game as we've got a great one in store.
I always post
between the
San
Francisco 49ers and the Detroit
all my games that I play versus human is in
there. Hey, they talking about that shit supposed to drop tomorrow now. The new one?
As we are underway here on a January afternoon.
It's a big ass event tomorrow. They got it set up for that shit to come out.
Yeah, I saw that shit you sent me, Rick.
Yeah, we might get some information about it tomorrow, or they might.
The 23-yard line. At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go. Black 80!
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Here we go.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey, gun.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Usually we see runs like this as the deep. Breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Lions' 27-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Tight end to the right, ball, tight end to the right. Move. Everyone got pull it out.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, 27 yards. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Stafford now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
20.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Throwing again is Stafford. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back to throw, Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
7 yards there and a 1st down. On 1st down, Stafford here. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. D Ford, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Stafford. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a 1st down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here we go. 180! 51.
Oh, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
21.
Check.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Good deal.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Let's go, defense! Let's go, defense!
Here's Mostert. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
I got this.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's taken down inside the 30. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
White.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Watch,
hey, Orbit.
Watch the slant.
Go, Mike 51. Hey, it's coming up.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 24 yards.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Finding room to the 20. It's caught by Sanders. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go.
This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Go ahead.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. Stafford on first down. Battle for him, and this will be caught. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Stafford now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. To the air again, Stafford. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Now a first down throw, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Nick Bosa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Throwing on second and long. Stafford under pressure again, and down he goes again. Nick Bosa able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Zebra, hurry!
Third and long, it's Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This is taken at the 15. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10.
Here we go, here we go,
The
here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Here we go,
The
here we
run
go.
only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
All day, baby, all day.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. This is Coleman with the grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go. 180.
On first down, here's Breida. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where you're strong.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle there to make the grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
We got this. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
Hands up, boy.
Everyone's going crazy on that sideline.
Ooh, good move.
Marvin Jones.
Man, put your fucking hands up, boy.
Marvin Jones, 75 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, alert!
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a 1st down as well. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him on to the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed out.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. We got 12, fellas. Here we go.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
6-man.
On 1st and 10, Stafford.
What the fuck was you doing?
Complete.
Sherman, where was you going?
First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing on 1st down, Stafford. Flushed out, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing the second into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been automatic. How about 8 for 8 in the game thus far? This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Garoppolo. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go,
for real?
Totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
54.
Hey, Haywood.
Throwing again. Stafford. Oh, a scrap for the
Ooh,
football.
Galladay
He's
clowning
gonna come
on
down
you,
with
boy.
it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. Stafford. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
So we got me.
to throw again. Stafford. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still,
Witherspoon.
Is going to be intercepted.
Make a play, baby.
Up by Akello Witherspoon. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now that turnover might just about do it here. Fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. This is Mostert. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Niners on third down. They've been flat getting it done, 8 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Mike Fofo.
Check 21.
Check tight. 40.
Hey, Alpha.
Check.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. Touchdown, 49ers. 3 touchdown passes down for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
Yeah, it seems like they've been running uphill all game. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
This is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 34. Now Stafford. And for the 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now Mostert. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. A pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
11.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. Garoppolo looks to throw, and it's caught by Selleck. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Here we go.
So now they operate back from their side of the field here, second and long. On second down, it's Coleman. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee.
Oh, yeah, baby. I'm in the Divisionl!
1978. I think it was in November.
Was that behind us, Red?
Yeah, come on, get in the house, Red. Get in the house.
Conference championship. How about this?
We in the conference championship, baby! Let's go, y'all! Don't believe in us.
Barricade that.
Don't believe in us.
Tough way for it to end.
Get out that window. Get out that window.
I was trying to put the barricade down, man.
I'm Brandon Gunn. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
You got a trophy?
Nope. I got a hawk though if you want me to fly.
Yeah, fly that bitch. Get in the room.
Hold on. I'm about to lay. Oh, nigga, he see me. I'm about to fly. Be cool.
What the fuck?
Oh, there you go.
How many y'all got? Let's go.
There's 2 of them, Fred.
Let's go. Yeah, how many y'all got? Y'all got 3? Y'all full? Send me an invite after y'all got.
Yeah, bro, they full, bro, and then they full after me too. So you gotta wait until tomorrow.
Damn, I had no trophy, dog. You threw that bitch right on me. Stay upstairs, Rick. Stay upstairs.
Shit.
You came in there and raped me, dog. They raped me, dog.
Let's go, my babies. Whoop Detroit ass, nigga. Fuck no Lions talking about shit, nigga.
Oh, that's where you beat the Lions? The 14-1?
Yeah.
Shit.
John going to the Super Bowl.
No, I'm not. I'm going to the Divisional championship.
Woo, shit, damn. Ran into that. I was trying to get somewhere to heal up. What was the score?
36-12.
Come here, Jalen. Bring me the wipes. You said what, Grace? Justin, get the wipes and bring them here. They're both poop? Give me 1 second. Let me take care of these kids.
John out here trying to make it to the bowl.
Yeah. Everybody healthy too.
That nigga, my team ain't trying to win, man.
Come on, y'all send me in right.
Everybody want to be Rambo with a knife.
Yeah, man, pick me up,
12. Nah, y'all come get your boy. It's only them two niggas. Oh, they got crop and nuts. I didn't know y'all had them. Let's come on, Nike Wheel, man.
Kill a crop. Kill a crop.
Oh, whoop that nigga ass. Whoop that nigga ass. Whoop that nigga ass. Whoop his ass. Woo wee! That's what I'm talking